Good evening, everyone. My name is Fitri Yulianti. First and foremost, I and my team would like to thank you for the opportunity to become one of the finalists for ITTP COVID-19 paper conference. Today, I would like to present my team research on the utilization of telecTG for strengthening maternal health service during the COVID-19 pandemic, case study in Kupang Regency, Indonesia. These are today's agenda. Firstly, I will introduce the paper and why we decide to write about the said topic. And I will explain about the methodology, which will take us to result in discussion and will be closed by conclusion and acknowledgement. About 830 women die each day due to complication in pregnancy and childbirth. Indonesia is the third highest country in the Southeast Asia as a contributor to the maternal mortality rate. The challenge in Indonesia is one of the lack of access to quality health, failure to detect risk factor, disparity of health workers due to the competence, quantity, and distribution, and what we have to face right now is pandemic COVID-19. Back in Indonesia, we still have to face high maternal mortality rate with the number 305 dividing 100,000 live birth, and for the neonatal mortality rate, we still have the high number 14 dividing 1,000 live birth, and one of 3 children in Indonesia are stunned. As you can see from the data here, our maternal and neonatal mortality rate is quite concerning. In the upcoming year of 2024, we need to reduce our maternal mortality rate to become 183 dividing 100,000 live birth. And for the neonatal mortality rate, we have to reduce become 11 to 1,000 live birth. So we only have 3 years to overcome the situation and meet the target. As you can also see here, the highest INC provided in Indonesia is midwife. They deliver 82.4% of INC in this country. Moreover, the cause of maternal death in Indonesia is dominated by bleeding and hypertension. Stunting is still a big issue in Indonesia. As you can see on the data, that stunting prevalence in Indonesia from 2007 until 2019 is still high and still far from the target. The president has targeted that by 2024, the prevalence of stunting will drop to 14%, and 2024, the BKKBN predict there will be 20 million new births, which means there are 20 million children who must be taken care of so as not to experience stunting. And therefore, we have decided to make the research in Kupang, Indonesia, which is a region that still has high maternal and neonatal mortality rate in Kupang. And 35% of children in Kupang Regency are stuck. The lack of health workers and even Kupang Regency did not have an OB-GYN specialist in 2019, and the limited public access to health facility, especially hospitals. Actually, telecTG has conducted a trial in 14 community health centers in Kupang district with the result that it's proven to reduce the number of maternal deaths in 14 community health centers, where in 2018 there were 7 maternal mortality, and it's reduced to maternal mortality in 2019. It means that telecTG can help to reduce 71% about maternal mortality rate. And the fact of COVID-19 in Indonesia, in March 2020, the first case of COVID-19 was reported in Indonesia. And on 24 April 2020, government made policy for massive social restriction with the minimum of standard antenatal care were commonly used for step of standard pregnancy test has been narrowed down to 2 steps with condition that the pregnant woman do not have risk factor. So the COVID-19 pandemic has exacerbated the situation due to delays in health work service and the increasing burden of health workers. This is our literature review, with there are already 3 study about the telecTG in Kupang, and then the other study about the telehealth and about the service health service in Indonesia. This study used descriptive analysis method followed by policy analysis. Furthermore, this study also used secondary maternal and child health data from 26 community health centers in Kupang Regency with a period 2019 and 2020 during the pandemic COVID-19. Qualitative descriptive approach are also taken for data collection through interview and observation. And we also carrying out the data collection by distributing questionnaire to 14 community health centers that using telecpg in Kupang with a total 55 respondents, specifically midwife who using telecpg and still active providing health service. This is our result. Based on secondary data from District Health Office, there were 8,103 pregnant women in 2019 before the COVID-19 pandemic. And on 2020, during the COVID-19 pandemic, the number of pregnant women has become 9,544. It means that around 17.8% increase of pregnancy. So 72% of pregnant women in Kupang Regency is still handled in 14 community health centers in telecpg. And in 14 community health centers with telecpg, is only have 10 doctors. It means that 4 community health centers do not have doctor. It can be see that there are a lack of health workers in here. And the ratio of midwife in 14 community health centers with telecpg is only 87 dividing 100,000 population, which means it's still below the national standard ratio of 120 dividing 100,000 population. Next slide. Next table, this analysis showed that the maternal mortality rate in 2020 increased due to pandemic of COVID-19, where 5 maternal deaths in 14 community health centers with telecpg and 6 maternal deaths in 12 community health centers without telecpg. The total number 11 maternal deaths in 26 community health centers is never received examination of telecpg. Bidan Mariana Armstrong Sailana also stated that 3 mothers who died during childbirth were caused by home birth, and 2 mothers who died in the hospital is caused by late referral or referral in that condition. And 50% cause of maternal death is bleeding and labor at home, not in the health facility. In this table, we can see the treatment of obstetric complication is a treatment of pregnant woman, maternity, and postpartum bleeding with complication. Obstetric complication in pregnant women occur in pregnant women who have risk factor for complication during the pregnancy. And what we found in here, the result is early detection of risk factor during the pregnancy increased due to 42% decrease in midwifery complication in community health center with telecpg. This is the result, the table result for our data collection that was carried out by distribution questionnaire to 55 respondents, which is a midwife who using telecpg. In here, they state that telecpg increased the number of maternity visits in 14 health centers. And midwife, as the pillar of maternity health service that connect OB/GYN doctor and patient using telecpg platform, state that they are more comfortable with the presence of telecpg to support their service, which also help diagnose pregnant women who have risk factor. This is some of the policy that support about the health facility and also about the national health strategy for the telemedicine. Okay, would like to discuss about the telecpg or telecardiography. Telecpg is has a function to monitor the baby heart rate and uterine contraction activities safely and remotely between health worker and health facility. By using a mobile device, patient can be assessed by midwife or nurse, and they can perform non-invasive CPG tests anytime and anywhere. CTG is the most popular non-invasive method for monitoring fetal well-being during pregnancy and in the perinatal period. We can see the workflow of tele-CTG on the step 1, pregnancy or mother will check up with tele-CTG tools and platform, and then the data it will send to the consultation center through the Sahatip platform, and the data will be read by the OBGYN in the health facility, which is hospital or referral health facility, and then after that, OBGYN provide interpretation and action advice. The midwife will be receive the interpretation from the OBGYN, and if the condition of the patient is high risk, then a planned early referral to carry out. Tele-CTG function and solution is tele-CTG portable, can use anytime and anywhere. Midwife who operate the tele-CTG can be assessed by OBGYN in the consultation center, and tele-CTG also can detect 54 risk factors of pregnancy, helping for the continuum of care through telemonitoring, and complete the care with home care, because tele-CTG is remote maternity care. This is the result of the graph of the tele-CTG examination that will appear in the application and will be sent directly to the consultation center for the interpretation by the OBGYN. There are 3 indicators in the graph, which are fetal heart rate is to monitor the baby heart rate, TOPO is to assess contraction, whether during the examination there are contraction or not, and fetal movement to count the number of baby movement during the examination. And usually the examination using tele-CTG is will be take around 15 until 20 minutes. This is the solution that tele-CTG, what we have known the problem that why we still have to face high maternal mortality rate, neonatal mortality rate, and stunting is because we have to face 3T or too late to recognize danger sign and make decision, too late to refer, too late to get treatment. And the ecosystem of tele-CTG have is application, dashboard, tele-CTG, and consultation center, which is want to solve the problem to become fast in recognizing danger signs to support decision making, fast in providing plan referral, fast in getting data, so we can reduce the number of maternal mortality rate, neonatal mortality rate, and stunting. The conclusion that we have from this study that the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020 have increased the workload of health workers and the execution of policy for social distancing and face-to-face meeting with restriction also has an impact on the quality of antenatal care visit for the mother during pregnancy. Tele-CTG ecosystem provides solutions to maintain the continuity of service and can support the work of midwives, where they can monitor the health of pregnant women and fetal well-being remotely, even under a limited face-to-face interaction with mother during pregnancy. The study found in 2020 that there is no maternal death of women who were examined with tele-CTG during pregnancy, while there were 11 maternal deaths of women who did not receive tele-CTG examination. Early detection of risk factor during pregnancy increased due to 42% decrease in midwifery complication in community health center with tele-CTG. Tele-CTG increased the number of maternity visits in 14 health centers, and midwife in 14 community health centers in Kupang district state that they are more comfortable with the presence of tele-CTG to support their service and to help them diagnose pregnant women who have risk factor. Tele-CTG provides an opportunity to expand access to pregnancy and childbirth service and can help reduce health problems for pregnant women, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. Last, we will express our deepest gratitude to our lecturer, Dr. Jam Hurmata Subrata, SPOGK, for his warm support, inspiration, and guidance. Thanks to Mr. Rector Aquinaldo Wirabwana Putra Kaligis and Bidan Mariana Archan Sailana, who support us for data and information to writing this research. And lastly, we would like to thank all midwives in Kupang Regency and our colleagues who were involved in this research. Thank you for your attention, and I would like be happy if you have any question and discuss with me. Thank you very much.